Hi there, hope you're all doing well. This week I get started on the Warhammer Quest Darkwater box with Bren Tylis. To start it off, I prime to black and get all of the armor panels base coated with some dark emerald. I'm going for a similar colour scheme to the box art, but with a few adjustments to make the mini look like my own. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below, but also join Discord using the link in the description, where you can share anything you've been hopping on, or just hang out and chat. I hope you enjoy the video and find it useful. Since I'm going for duller matte armor, the midtone gets done with some blue-green mixed into that dark emerald. I'll go over all of the armor that will be facing towards the light, leaving the darker tone in the shadows. There will be a couple of highlights going onto the armor, but at this point I wasn't sure about that, so I gave all of the edges facing upwards a highlight with pure blue-green. Some of the lower edges facing downwards get a highlight as well, just purely to add some definition into the shadows. Dialing everything down and blending the colours together a little more, I washed the armour with some Aztec Turquoise wash. This is thinned down a little extra, so it just goes into those recesses without staining everything too much. Some staining is fine, but I just don't want it to really dull down the colour a lot to the point where it looks like it's the same colour. With the armour finished now, I move on to the next big part of the mini by giving her cape a few coats of royal cloak. This does cover well, but I give it a few coats anyway just to make sure everything was smooth and the colour I wanted. Now for the main colour of the cape, I thinned down some sword hilt burgundy and went around all of the majority again, just on the top of the cape. I thinned this down so that I can use it as the transparency to build up a little bit of gradient around the edges where the shadows begin, and just add an extra coat on some of the fully exposed parts to make them a bit brighter. Finishing off the cape, I grabbed glistening gums, I went around the edges and gave the flat area some scratchy details. I want to give it a bit of a worn look, just as if she's been fighting in this equipment for a long time now. Moving on to the next parts now, I base coat a few different parts with some leather brown. This is for the straps, the parchment and the chest on her back mostly. And of course the base gets done in this colour as well. All of these parts will be highlighting slightly different, but the bulk of them are going to be done with Cork brown mixed in first. This is the parchment and the leather parts. I then touch up these parts a little bit more with some pure Cork brown just around the edges. Since I had this out, I also used it as the base coat for her face. Using the last step as the base coat on the face, I figured it's time to actually build up on the face now, so I mixed in some skin tone. Just filled in the bulk again, I only really leave the deeper shadows the darker tone. This step is also used to put some highlights onto the wood grain on the chest. Finishing off her face, I used pure skin tone just to bring up the sharper features, along with a couple extra highlights on the chest for some variety. Now that I've done her skin, I can get the hair base coated with some black. I covered the rock on the base with brown by accident, so I used this to put it back to black. I don't want to make the hair look too grey, so I gave it a quick highlight with just a little bit of medium sea grey mixed in to start with. The rock on the base gets the same treatment just so it has that variety on the base. Giving the top of the hair a little bit of extra shine, I did some pure medium sea grey just on the very tops of these sculpted strands. There is a random skull on her back for some reason. I start off with this by giving it a base coat of skeleton bone. I want some extra definition on the base as well, so this is used as a dry brush to bring up all of the raised parts of the texture. The skull is then highlighted with some skeleton bone and skin tone mixed together. It's now time I moved on to the metallics, starting off with plate armour across all of these parts. This works as a good base coat for all future colours that might not cover so well compared to this one. To break up the silver, I used glorious gold around the trim of her shoulder pads and on the cross guards of these swords. I wanted the lantern and the knee pad to be different like they are in the artwork, so I gave them a once over with Chaos Bronze. With all of the metallics blocked in, I gave them all a little bit of extra shine, but adding a highlight using mithril. This is mostly around the edges and the corners where the light would be hitting the most. After giving all of the metallics a highlight, I didn't like how dull the armour looked compared to them, so this is where I decided to fix that by grabbing some more blue-green and giving all the edges facing upwards another highlight. With the lantern now finished off as well, I paint the glass in this colour so it has that little extra interest. Finishing off the mini, I gave it a couple of washes. The first being the closest green wash across the base, setting that standardly swampy base look that I want on all of the minis from this set. The last step is a wash of soft tone, thinned down across all of the leather, parchment and a little bit on her face, just for the extra definition and detailing. And that would be it for Bren. It's definitely more saturated than the artwork, but you can still tell that influence is in there. I much prefer that saturated colour look as she stands out on the table, especially since she's going up against Nurgle creatures which use a desaturated colour scheme anyway. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. You can also join Discord using the link in the description, where you can share anything you have been hobbying on, or just hang out and chat. For those of you who want to pick up some new painting supplies or some new minis, there are a couple of affiliate links in the description below. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful. If you did, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe for more content. Most importantly though, be kind to each other.